So here I am providing a recent update of the village. As you can see here, we kind of got the snow sheet on, or I guess it's called a snow blanket. That's actually one thing I realized is like there's actually a difference between a snow blanket and then like some snow fluff, which is like what we used over here. But as you can kind of see here, we got the London cityscape or skyline silhouette. I also like added some little lights on the back to kind of give it, kind of like backlighting to look like the city is like kind of giving off illumination. We got the little rotating Santa. You can see a lot of tiering going on here with the buildings right behind the silhouette. Working your way down to the little town square. You also see we have like this cool little canal boat. I did revise kind of some of the building positionings from before. So one of the things I'll probably do is probably get some blue tissue paper to kind of connect these two pieces here, because these pieces won't be able to work right up against each other. But yep, this tree lights up. We got all our little accessory lanterns placed in here. Another thing that I'll do as I kind of like finalize it with the people and accessories is, you can kind of see here, like for some of the ledges, I'll probably have to hot glue some of this down just to make sure that it doesn't fall over. But, I'll put like little people, little roads, case in point. Some of the pieces like to fall. So then we have like the church here. You can kind of see here, it has like a nice little like cobblestone little courtyard thing. We have like some nuns, and maybe some other little figurine accessories. So again, just creating like a lot of little platforms to put some of your accessories on. Another little lamp there. I think one of the things that I'll probably do next year to kind of like really elevate this is one of the things is like some of this siding, especially because this is like the city. So this I think could be okay for like the mountain, which is over to the right. But I think going forward, kind of like making some type of like stone masonry, like walls would be kind of cool, because it'll kind of make it look like this is more of like a structural platforms for the town section before you kind of get to the more natural landscape of like the mountain and the Christmas tree farm. But one thing I do also like about kind of like breaking it up like this is that we kind of like also do have like this tunnel, and then kind of like, this little mountain piece right here. And then again, like with the chapel or the cathedral, like facing catty-corner this way, and then the Christmas tree farm facing this way, it kind of gives you like, two parts of like, this is a scene, this is a scene. And then it's kind of like with these two buildings kind of like catty-cornered separately, kind of like creates like the division between the two. And then like the nice thing about this tunnel too is like everything to the left kind of gives you like a story with like this canal and this town. But then everything to the right of this kind of gives you like the story of like this train station, with the Christmas tree farm, and then like the little mountain climbers and the little mountain peak over here. So definitely something new I tried. I think it's working out pretty well. And then here's the Christmas tree farm. Again, playing around with like some little accessories, adding a deer, adding different sized trees. I showed in another video, we added those little lights behind the trees to kind of give like some light behind the water tower there, because it doesn't light up. So it was kind of like a little bit of a dark spot. And then, you kind of can see there the little river, a little road with the bridge, then it's some more like little spotlights to kind of give, some of these things that don't create light. So, they kind of look a little dark at night, but it kind of adds some lighting to it. And then you kind of see the mountaintop with the ledges that we made to give it some more fun angles to look at. And, again, with the ledges, you kind of see here with this like little snow fluff, which actually I kind of liked because it was actually pretty easy to manipulate. But you kind of see like with some of the slopes, adding some accessories that make sense, like, them sliding downward, them going down this direction, again, coming from like the little Christmas tree farm. So it kind of like makes sense there. And then, another thing I did over here. So again, I used a combination of like this fluffy cotton stuff, but then also the snow blanket. But then another nice thing too is like when you kind of cut holes for like some of your lighting and stuff like that in the snow blanket, but you still don't want to like see the base, you can kind of use some of this fluff and just kind of like wrap it around, level it out, and it kind of creates like, nice little seamless looks that you could kind of just continue to make adjustments to. It's also really nice to kind of like fill in gaps. So that's another thing I like to do as well, is like at the base of each of these trees, just wrap some around so you actually don't see the bottoms of them. And, it works out pretty nicely. I think we also put another light back here, yeah. So you kind of see here, there's another light there that will kind of like shine light on here, because again, this is like another little dark spot where it kind of creates some additional light. But, I think as if for next steps, we'll start adding our vehicles, our people, little buggies and carriages. I think we pretty much got the lighting situation down packed, and, we put some trees, well, quite a few trees, and just to kind of like see how things were looking. So, we'll kind of go back through and add more trees, add the accessories. And then, I think we're almost pretty much done here. Little tweaks here and there. I think another thing too, just so you don't see through this, is I'm probably going to get some type of like black fabric just to kind of like black this out so you don't actually see through it. So it just kind of like just be like, the river is going into this tunnel. It's black, so you don't see that little railroad piece. And then on the other side, this will be like another little blacked out piece. Maybe I'll just use like some black construction paper, but you just don't really see it. See through on that one. This one I think is fine because I actually have a light in here, which makes it look like, the light of the train. It's kind of like lighting up that tunnel, so I think I'll leave that as is. Yeah, but there you have it. Stay tuned for another update.